everyone, this is Domina Mara and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to put loose glitter powder onto some nails to try them out, as this video is sponsored by Renfio. And before we get into that, go ahead and click the subscribe button, turn on notifications so that you know when I have new content like this coming out. I post a new video or live stream every Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Go ahead and follow my Instagram, Twitter, and Threads at Mara Domina for daily news and juicy updates. Alright, so today I'm actually going to be taking off my socks and we're going to be trying out this ultra fine glitter powder from Renfio. All of the products that I'm using on here today are going to be linked in the description box below. I'm actually going to set up a station in front of me to do my toenails because I think I'm going to need both my hands for this. As you saw, I set down a plastic tarp and I'm going to have like a little station for my toes. Let's get started. Alright, so first things first is we gotta take off these socks that are keeping me warm because unfortunately we're not gonna be able to put any glitter on them with these on. So I'm gonna remove one and the other one. Fantastic. Okay, next up, I already have a base on them from my vacation trip. So the method that I'm actually going to be using is I'm going to put on a top coat or a clear coat and then dust the glitter on top of it. So I kind of want this to go on first. So I'm taking the top coat. Oh, I need my toe separators. Okay, so we're gonna put these between the big toe and then the next toe over and so on. This is why I don't like getting my nails done or doing it myself because it just takes so much time. But at the end of the day, it does look really good. I'm so scared to open this because it's literally loose. But we'll try. Let's start out going to see. I almost just want to like stick my whole toe in there, but I'm not gonna do that. I have this like jam jar thing that will hopefully help. Oops. So from what I'm seeing, it doesn't like to stick very much. I don't know if it's because this is a very fast drying top coat, so let's put another one and then like see if that sticks better. Now the second one sticks better the second time. It just kind of looks really blobby. The thing about this glitter is that it's not just for toenails, but it's also for makeup. So if you do like performances on stage for anything, I think this might actually work better for that. I mean, it looks really cute. I think it would probably stay better if it was, you know, shellacked on with like gel top coat or something. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about it for the toes, but I think for the face it would look really, really good. I'm just gonna give it a little bit more of Okay. In here. And let that dry. But let's move on to the other glitters and see how they go. And then we also have a pearl white chunky glitter. All right, so knowing how this chunky glitter works, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a small one for the pearl white glitter just because I already know how this is gonna go and I wanna save myself the trouble and not necessarily use a lot of it. Because I've already experienced this with my previous toe, the big toe, this stays on for a little bit, but it just looks kind of messy and snowy. If that's the look you're going for, awesome, but I also think same thing. It might benefit from being on the face instead. This one is a green, one of 3 greens, olive green. I'm gonna actually put this on my middle toe. I know I have like a coral base, but let's see what happens. All right, so I just unscrewed it and I'm just gonna take my brush and just dab it onto. Ugh. Working with powder is really challenging. You have to really want to just use powder instead of polish. Okay, so I think that's actually really pretty. We're gonna be looking like the Italian or the Mexican flag, but that's okay. It kind of showcases what that one looks like. So that's only one layer. If you really wanted to do multiple layers, you would do another top coat or another coat. When that one's dry, and then do it again. But that looks pretty good for now. So olive green is great. Next, I think I want to move on to another white. This one is the pearl white. So it looks like that. Pearl white, which has obviously a more pearlescent finish, which is awesome. It's sealed, so you do have to peel that protection layer off. All right, let's do the same thing and make sure that the toenail is covered. And then we are gonna cover that with white. Ooh, you gotta be careful because your finger might actually brush off the enamel. So your finger is great for cleanup, but that's what I'm learning from this. Okay, I'll have it more cleaned up later. All right, pearl white. It's actually less glittery on your skin, but I think with a couple layers, it'll look good. Okay guys, not so bad. Next up, we're gonna do this red, which is a fine powder version, not the chunky glitter, which is really beautiful. So I will do that on the pinky toe. All right, so wine red goes on this toe, and let's see what that looks like. Looks a little darker. Actually, it's pretty. Cool. So that's the left foot. Everyone. All right, while the left one dries, I'm gonna put my right foot up here, and we're gonna actually do the big toe with this red wine version. Again, because it's just really pretty. actually, like, after you get a hang of it, you could use the dry brush to like flick off all the extra glitter, which is really nice. So yeah, that actually kind of looks good. I think I'm gonna do white and then green, white, green, just to test out, because we have two greens and a white left. So let's do that. So this white is gonna be, all right, this one's the clear one. All right, so this white one is a clear. It is more of like a sparkly white, very like generic. So this was kind of more of like a basic look, I feel, compared to the pearl, but let's see. Let's give it a go. Trying to just like let all the extra glitter fall off the big toe. All right, and then next up is gonna be this clear. This is actually, surprisingly, a more snowy white than the pearl one. The pearl one is beautiful, but this one has more of like a, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it just looks snowy. It's not really descriptive, but again, I don't really do nails, so I'm doing the best with what I got here, guys. It's also not as white. It's almost like translucent. This would be a great one to add if you want to add like a snowy quality over something. I'll also put the pearl next to it so you can see what it is like. All right, next up is going to be the laser green. And I think this one's going to be my favorite. This one's probably my favorite one. It has an iridescence that showcases a lot of colors, and this one's called the laser green, just based off of the sheen. Wow, look at that. You can go partying with this one. Yeah, I would also recommend a professional to do this for you, because this is just so meticulous. And I'm pretty sure they could do it way better. Or use it as makeup. Wow, yeah, no, this is my favorite green so far, the laser green. It just pops right off your toe. It looks great if you're like into St. Patrick's Day or Poison Ivy. It's got that feel. Yes. All right, I'm gonna put the pearl white on this next toe. We've seen this on the left foot already, but I just want to compare it to the clear glitter that's this toe. So I would not be able to do this as a manicure, you guys. Not by myself. Not at all. Oh yeah, totally a big difference. Like, wow. All right, so that's the pearl white again. And then last but not least, we're gonna open grass green. And the last green that we have today is, this one's grass green. It's got more of a yellowish finish to it. This one's very similar to laser green, but as you can see, it doesn't have the same iridescence. It's like a cooler green, if you will. And still really pretty, but different vibe. Like, this one's ready to party. This one is like ready to go to a cocktail soiree and, you know, chill a little bit. Still really vibrant. I think the greens are my favorite. They really pop. And this one has a little bit more yellow to it, but this is a very beautiful color as well, actually, now that I'm seeing it live, so, on my toe. I think having a base color really does help. I have the base coral on right now because it kind of pops through, especially with the clearer one. I don't mind it because this is kind of just a test, but let me clean up and show you the final result. Alright everyone, if you enjoyed this video today, go ahead and click the subscribe button, turn on notifications so that you know when I have new content out. And until next time, be safe, have fun, and keep your toes festive, everyone. Happy holidays.